This is a Region Sports Desk exclusive.
I want to get away. I want to fly away. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I want to get away. I want to fly.
It's another week of high school football and Region Sports. This is week number 5. And Joe,
halfway through the season right here.
Joe, you've been working really hard on these picks over here.
Absolutely, man. I've been putting in some time, some studying. I got a firm belief all these picks are correct.
Kind of, you've been like a monk for the last week.
You have no idea.
Just studying up on these games. Let's talk about a couple of these big games from last week, and then we'll move on to our top 10 and so forth.
All right, last week, I think an exciting game. Munster at Andrean. Double overtime victory for the 59ers.
That's a huge win for them. I mean, you got to give them a lot of credit. Obviously, Munster was a kind of an overhyped team, and they broke the top 10 in 5A, and I think Andrean kind of brought them back down to earth. And Andrean making a case of themselves. Can they win the NCC? I don't know, but
that's one win towards it.
Hey, give them some credit. They went for 2, in overtime. I mean, that coach
hey,
took a chance, and it paid off for them. Well, let's see how they bode the rest of the season.
Another big game. Lowell, like the Boneyard against Griffith.
That was another game that came down to the wire, and Griffith jumped out on top in the first half, and then Cole Midget, of course, had another big ball game, but at the end there, Lowell just couldn't punch it in the last couple minutes of the game, and Griffith held on. So
yeah, already those injuries are starting to show up on the wins-loss marks there.
They just don't have a lot of guns, man. They only got one weapon. You got one weapon, and Griffith just loaded up the stock.
All right, now the big game of the week. Bowman Academy at Heritage Christian.
I tell you what, it was a high-scoring game. It was like basketball on grass there. I mean, Bowman scored over 40 points on Heritage Christian. Oh my God!
Are you for real?
I'm not even kidding you. You didn't know that?
No.
It was like 77-46. I'm not even kidding you.
Wow. Maybe decided to drop the football and play basketball. All right. The game we went to, the game of the week, Maryville at Portage. We talked a lot about it on the Portage Tough show. Maryville's Denzel Pierce really showed why he's the best running back in the area. Absolutely explosive.
When you think about he broke so many tackles in that game, and I mean, yeah, he was a dominant player. I think Maryville showed why they're still the king. I mean, they're still the team to beat. Valpo's undefeated, Chesterton's undefeated, but those teams still to go through Maryville. The road through sectional still goes to the Pirates right now.
I can't wait to see that Maryville-Valpo game. That's going to be a barn burner. But let's go to the Week 5 games. Here we go. This is going to be a doozy. But first off, let's go to the top 10. At 10, Lowell Red Devils. They were number 4, dropped to number 10. Number 9, Morton. They dropped down to 8. They were close with Highland.
Not impressive at all.
Number 8, Munster drops down from number 5. Andrean, they squeak in, they leapfrog all these people and go to 7.
Newcomer to the poll.
Yeah, there they are. Boom, number 7. Portage falls from 3 down to 6 at the loss against Maryville. The Bombers moving on up to number 5. Big win against Tipton.
Could Rensselaer legitimately compete in the NCC, maybe even win that conference?
Absolutely. I think they would win the conference. That team, I mean, we saw them. They're absolutely stacked. They were a great ball club.
Can't wait for next week.
All right. Chesterton, they come in at number 4. Chesterton's moving up from 7. Crown Point moving from, they're switching spots with the Portage. Crown Point to 3. They were at 6. Maryville and Valpo stay 2 and number 1. Valpo Vikings, number 1 team.
I mean, look at that stranglehold. Top 4. All DAC teams up there.
They're power. That DAC is a powerhouse this year. All right, let's go to the Week 5 games. Let's start off Andrean at Hobart. No question, our number 7 team, Andrean, I believe, is going to conquer Hobart at the Brickyard.
Don't get fooled. Don't put your blinders on, Hobart fans. That win against KV was just an aberration.
That don't count. That's like a free space in bingo.
Yeah.
All right, let's go to Bishop Knoll at Whiting.
Whiting's way too tough. Knoll struggled to beat Lake Station last week.
Yeah, I like Whiting big. All right, Calumet at Lake Station. I don't know why, but I got to go with the Eagles. They're at home. I got a good feeling about them.
Well, I mean, you might as well just pick Lake Station because that's the only Calumet's ever going to win games if you pick against them. So, yeah, Lake Station big in this one.
I mean, my real pick's Calumet, but I'm going with Lake Station just to give my buddy Chuck Taylor some,
Chuck Carter?
Chuck Carter. I don't know why I said Chuck Taylor. Not the shoe, Chuck Carter. All right. Let's go Clark at EC. This might be a good game, maybe.
I think it's gonna be a close game. You know what, Clark got
Clark beat him last year.
I think Clark's still gonna win the game. Clark's just a little bit more disciplined than East Chicago.
I disagree with you on that. I like EC in this game. All right, Roosevelt at Gavitt. That's a toss-up. That's a flip of the coin. That's literally what it is.
I think Gavitt can win this game.
Gavitt
at home. Gavitt at home. I like Gavitt.
I flipped the quarter, and it was
They
Gavitt.
gave EC some problems last week. I think
Gavitt's
Gavitt
going to come in and win. It's going to be the only win, I think, maybe. All right, Griffith at KV. I think Griffith goes down there and lays a whooping on KV.
Yeah.
West Side at Hammond High.
That might be the most entertaining game of the week.
Absolutely. So what do you what's your opinion on this game?
I think you might see some basketball and grass in this game. You might see 30 or 40 points with both these teams. I think West Side, though. I think West Side coming in, I think they're going to get the job done.
I like West Side and a nail biter as well. Lowell at Highland. I like Lowell, but only by a little. Call me crazy, but I think Highland plays with Lowell this week.
We'll see about that. I still don't think Highland's all that good, but obviously they played with Morton, so we'll see.
But I do like Lowell in the ball game. LaPorte at Lake Central. This is another game. I think it's going to be a lot closer than the experts think, but LaPorte comes away.
It's a long drive for LaPorte. Maybe they get off to a slow start, but I think they come back. I agree with you.
All right, St. Francis De La Salle's playing at Lew Wallace. St. Francis is obviously going to come with a win.
Big win for St. Francis.
All right, Michigan City traveling to Maryville. This is not going to be good for the Wolves.
This is going to be ugly. It'll be over after the first quarter.
All right, North Newton at River Forest. I like my Ingots.
River Forest at home, man. You know what? They're going to bounce back. I think they're pretty upset about what happened last week.
Ingots, baby.
River Forest is going to get the job done. I agree with you.
Oh, we got 4 thrillers this week. 4 games you got to go to. Big games. Start off with a little one. South Central, they're a team that's on the rise. They're going to Wheeler. We're not saying South Central has a chance to win this game. Absolutely not. But I think they're going to make it a ball game. An interesting ball game to watch.
You know what? I wish this game was at South Central because maybe that makes it a little more intriguing. Can they hang with Wheeler for a couple quarters? Maybe they can keep it a one-score game for a while because they're showing a lot of toughness. But I think in the end Wheeler pulls away just like they did against Wire.
Too athletic. Sam O'Shea, probably I think honestly the best quarterback in the area.
He might be. Him and Respopovich.
He's better than Respopovich. I'll take O'Shea any day. All right, number 9 Morton traveling to number 8 Munster. This one was tough for me. This was very tough.
Hey, Munster's got payback. They got revenge in their end from what happened last year, remember? Morton won the last play of the game.
Absolutely, and I think Munster, they're pissed off about that loss to Andrew. I believe Munster's going to come in and punch him right in the face and win this game.
You know what? Morton's just, they're not disciplined enough. Munster's got a much more disciplined team. I think Munster's going to stop a mud hole. I think by at least a couple scores, Munster's going to win this game.
All right, number 6 Portage is traveling all the way down to the Dog Pound against number 3 Crown Point.
That's never a good sign when Portage has to go down there and play. Crown Point, I mean, their defense is way too tough. Portage doesn't have a passing game, and you know what? I think we need to set a marking on this game because I think this is I think it's a pretty much a lock.
We're going to call this a cheesehead lock of the week that the Bulldogs are going to beat my Portage Indians. I hate to do it. That's why I'm saying Portage, if you go ahead and beat Crown Point, you heard it here first. I'm buying everyone on that team Pizza Hut pizza. You heard it here first on Region Sports Desk. If Portage wins, everybody
You're
gets
going to be
Pizza
going
Hut.
bankrupt, though, if that happens.
There goes my whole paycheck. But you heard it here. If Portage wins, they get everyone. I'm buying the whole team Pizza Hut pizza.
Taking out the team for pizza.
Absolutely. I'm renting out the whole building like pizza for all.
All right, Portage, put your money where your mouth is.
All right, now let's go to the game of the week. This is absolutely going to be a barn burner, no doubt about it. Number 4 Trojans traveling to number 1 Valpo.
Oh my God. I think it's going to be a really tough defensive game for the most part because both teams want to come out, play some smash mouth football. Valpo playing at home, I think that's going to be a real key. I think in the end, I think Valpo's going to squeak away. I'm looking like a 17-14 kind of game. I think Valpo makes a field goal in the 4th quarter, maybe even in the waning seconds. I like Valpo to come out on top by a little bit.
Absolutely, I agree with you here. I like Duncan in this game. I look for Duncan, Valpo's running back, to have a big game against the Trojans. I don't know why, but it just hit me. I'm like, you know what? This guy's due for a big game here against Chesterton. He's going to show it. Valpo wins this game. 1-score game, very small margin.
Well, once again, those are what we think. I think we did pretty good last week with our picks, didn't we? I think for the most part.
For the most part, I think we did pretty well.
Missed a couple games, but
who's Bowman playing this week?
It doesn't matter. They're probably gonna lose.
Probably.
So, yeah, we didn't really take enough time to really care. Oh, we did talk. Oh, Rensselaer's playing Twin Lakes. They're at Twin Lakes.
Rensselaer's gonna win big this week. Blowout.
Because that's going to set the stage next week. Rensselaer is playing West Lafayette, 2 undefeated teams. That'll be a great game next week. Rensselaer's not going to blow it. They win. But is that all you got?
That's all. Hey, that's it. That's a great show.
Hey, good show. Good show. And that's what we got.
Boys, remember, you better win. Oh, actually, well, in my case, you better lose. But if you do win, peace out for all you.